Yo, what is going on, everybody? Executives here coming at you with a Hunter PvE vanilla guide. Now, I'm not going to cover a lot of stuff because the Hunter class is very complex. I'm not going to cover how to tame pets and how to learn abilities and stuff like that. I'm just going to be focusing on talents, rotation, and in a separate video, I'll cover the Hunter Rock the Lar quest. But yeah, so let's start off with talents. Instead of just going through them, I'm just going to show you which talents to take. This is probably your best ideal talent spec to spec into at level 60. Once you hit level 60, there's several different specs once you get a little bit more hit gear and stuff like that. But for the most part, this is the overall spec you're going to want to take. We got 5 in efficiency for the reduced mana cost, 2 in improved concussive shot, a little bit of PvP in there. Lethal shots, aim shot, Hawkeye, mortal shots, barrage, scatter, ranged weapon specialization, and true shot aura. Next, for the survival talent tree, this is where you can change a little bit of stuff up. You can put points into entrapment, you can put points into monster slaying, and stuff like that. I just like to put points into sure-footed and clever traps. In my opinion, that's the best route. You absolutely need sure-footed if you do not have the necessary 9% hit from gear. So yeah, there's a little bit of things you can change up once you get that 9% hit. You can put points into improved aspect of the hawk for quick shots, gives a 5% chance at increasing your ranged attack speed by 30% for 12 seconds. And then if you're really geared, you can even go to a few points into ferocity or into killer instincts. I'll cover that maybe in another video. But for the most part, you're just going to want to take survivalist and sure-footed. That's the best possible spec. Now, since we went over talents, I'm going to go over a little bit of rotation. First thing you need is this talent called YAHT. Now, it's very similar to the Rias talent, or the Rias add-on. All it does is track your auto shots. And this is very important because you do not want to be, you do not want to aim shot while you're reloading your auto shots. You also do not want to be moving while you're reloading your auto shots. All of this helps you do the most damage you possibly can. So I'm going to show you an example here. I'm going to shoot this guy, and this white bar is going to appear at the bottom of my screen. It's like a countdown, and the white bar is going to eventually turn red. Now, when this bar is red, that means you are reloading your auto shot. While you see this bar red, you do not cast any abilities. You do not cast aim shot. Do not cast multi-shot. Do not move, because all this stuff will cancel your reload and make you do less DPS overall. So it reloads. Now, when this bar is white, you're allowed to move and do whatever you want. You're allowed to cast, whatever spells you want while it's white. I can cast multi-shot here. I can do whatever I want while it's white. But while it's red, do not move. Do not go past go. Do not collect $200. You just have to stop and let that auto shot reload and get off and allow your character to reload. I know I'm having a stroke here. So for your rotation, you're going to, at the start of a boss fight, generally pop rapid fire. Then you're going to do an aim shot into an immediate multi-shot after that. Maybe throw in a Serpent Sting depending on what patch it is, and allowing you to have 16 debuff slots. But for the most part, don't cast Serpent Sting on a boss. So I'm going to get up Hunter's Mark here. It allows me to get a little bit more ranged attack power, and it also allows me to attack from a further distance. This is very far. I'm going to open up with a rapid fire and do an aim shot. This is what it looks like. Aim shot, and then immediately after the aim shot's done, you multi-shot. Now, the reason for this is you saw that the bar was red, and you're like, well, Executus, you just said do not cast while it's red. After you aim shot, you will immediately cast an auto attack. Now, that wasn't the case right there. Let me try and show this again. I unfocused from the target. So immediately after the aim shot, boom, there was that auto shot that went out. So you're allowed to multi-shot right after you aim shot because it will not cancel that reload. You will, no matter what. So you'll see aim shot, auto shot, and multi-shot all went off at the same time there. So yeah, that's basically your basic rotation for Hunter and PvE. You're just going to be casting aim shot off of cooldown and multi-shot. Now, your next question is, when do I cast aim shot? So for instance, You do not. It's same thing with like slam spec. I tried to explain a little bit of slam spec. You want to cast slam as well as aim shot at the beginning of a cast, so you're getting the most uptime out of your auto attacks, or your auto ranged, your auto shot. So for instance, if I'm going to cast a uh, aim shot right now, it would be completely pointless because I still had all of those. I still had about a second or two until my next auto shot went off. That's why you want to cast it at the beginning. So you cast it right now. As soon as that red finishes, you're going to want to cast an aim shot right now. And the reason for that is because aim shot resets the cooldown, or resets auto shot. So if you're gonna cast aim shot right before your auto shot goes off, then you're losing all that DPS and you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. After you cast aim shot, like I said earlier, it will immediately give you an auto shot right after that, if that makes sense. So you have to time your auto shots right now, right as soon as it turns white. Um, that's when you do it, and the multi-shot right after that. You'll still get an auto shot after. Now I'm going to go over a little bit of how to play in dungeons. Now Hunter is pretty complex to master. That's why I like the class so much. It's hard to master in PvP. It's hard to master in PvE with a lot of its complex abilities. So I'm going to cover over this ability called Distracting Shot. Basically, it's a ranged taunt. It basically causes a lot of threat, making the mob run to you. So if we're in an instance, let me go to Searing Gorge or something. If I see a mob around here, for instance, this guy, here we go, perfect example. There's a pack of mobs right here, and we're about to pull in this dungeon. You want to place a trap down, and then have the tank pull. So for instance, the tank is over here, he's going to shoot his bow, and then you're going to distracting shot on the mob and let it run right to you, and then boom, it's trapped. And then you still have your feign death, you still have your scatter, so if someone accidentally breaks this trap, you can scatter him right into a feign death trap. He evaded because I'm the only one in combat, but yeah, you could also use your wing clip and your raptor strikes. You can even try and get an improved wing clip on the target to get him rooted, so then it's a little bit easier. Boom, improved wing clip. Now it's a little bit easier to trap since he can't move. I can also maybe cast in a Scorpion Sting on him to make him do less damage. You can cast a Scorpion Sting in a trap in any CC. You can cast a Scorpion Sting and it won't break it. This guy is immune. But yeah, so I'm trying my best here to explain how to play a hunter. It's a little bit complicated. I figured I'd just show you how to be proactive. So here I'm in Dire Maul North. You see me place a freezing trap down and a distracting shot, arcane shot, that one mob, and have him lead right into my trap. And boom, he's frozen. We can focus down the warlock while the brutes are in CC. I scatter that guy's banish and give him a wing clip raptor strike just to add a little bit more DPS there. And it's really important just to be as proactive as you can. I'm going to go over here, retrap this dude, and break this trap with a wing clip and a raptor strike here. There's always something to do as a hunter in a dungeon. I put up Scorpion Sting there. There's always something to do. So it's very important that you're being very aware and cautious of what's going on, because you bring a lot of utility with scatter, wing clip, your traps, your Scorpion Stings, your hunter marks, even your feign deaths. You could feign death pull a few mobs or split pull certain other mobs, and it's just very important that you keep proactive. I will also show a clip of me and MC. You see our tanks go in, and I'm waiting a little bit for DPS. I'm going to open with a multi-shot, then I'm going to do a volley. As soon as that multi-shot ends, I'm sorry, as soon as that volley ends, I'm going to do an auto attack into another multi-shot, and then I'm going to start moving up to place an explosive trap, but I let the auto shot go off first, and then I feign death, explosive trap, run back out, and then multi-shot again. And that's being very, very proactive as a hunter, and that's what separates the bad hunters from the good hunters, is constantly using all of your abilities. So I hope I showcased as much as I could. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.